Morning to everyone, and welcome to today's webinar, which focuses on the Caribbean Certificate of Secondary Level Competence. My name is Cleveland Sam, Assistant Registrar at the Caribbean Examinations Council, and I will be your moderator for today. With me is Mrs. Alsian Brown Perry, and she is Assistant Registrar, Syllabus and Curriculum Development at our Western Zone office located in Jamaica.
Good morning, colleagues. Welcome to the webinar on the orientation to CCSLC. I hope that you will find it useful, and we are looking forward to your feedback. So we're saying that the syllabus, for each syllabus, whether it's English, mathematics, science, social studies, or any of the modern languages, each syllabus is divided into 5 modules. Just like how for CSEC, and I'm using CSEC because that's the one that I think most people will be more familiar with. Just like how in the CSEC syllabuses you have sections, or in CAPE you will have units and modules. So with the CCSLC program, we have what we call modules, and all the different syllabuses, they all contain 5 modules. So when you look at the modules, each module is based on a certain theme or a certain topic. And then these topics are broken down into subtopics. So say, for example, you have a module in social studies, and let's say we have a subtopic which is called rights and responsibilities. When you go to that page in the syllabus, you will see going across the page, you have your specific objective or objectives that would relate to that topic, rights and responsibilities. And then beside the specific objective, it tells you what the content should be as it relates to that a particular objective. Or in the case of English, we speak to the context. So next to that now, we have the suggested teaching and learning activities, which will help you to navigate that topic. And beside it, we have the assessment, which is like your formative assessment that you'll do in class. So let's think about social studies, and the topic is rights and responsibilities. One objective there would be, for example, express ideas clearly and fluently. And the content is on human rights. So it tells you it's on human rights. So one suggested teaching and learning activity for that is that the class engages in brainstorming activities to generate a list of rights and responsibilities of students. So that's the activity. And then for the assessment, after you have done that, you have engaged in that brainstorming activity and you would have had your discussions, then the assessment is that students will make posters, or they could present advertisements, notices, songs to inform the general public of their rights and responsibilities. So when we look at the program, each subject area, this is how it's broken down. Now, the formative assessment is there to help you to ascertain whether you have achieved the objective that you started out with. And I'm sure if the objective for this one is express ideas clearly and fluently as it relates to human rights, and for the assessment, the students will be making, whether it is posters or doing a song or just presenting an advertisement or whatever to inform the public of their human rights, then surely you would agree with me that this assessment will help the teacher to ascertain whether or not the specific objective has been achieved. Are there any questions, Sam?
There's none right now, so you can continue. Okay. Yeah.
So that is what you will see when you look at a page in the module of a syllabus for CCSLC. And there are many other activities. For example, there are activities where the students might want to go on a field trip, whether it is science or whatever. They are engaged in debates, different type of things. So when we look at the delivery of the program, we do not want to see the usual, the traditional teaching mode, which is teacher-centered, but we want to move to the learner-centered approach, learner-centered delivery. So when we look at the program, we'll see lots of activities that will stimulate or will help students to engage in problem solving. They have to come up with some activity may call for some form of innovation and creativity. There are activities where they have to use their hands. There are many activities which calls for reflection on the part of the learner. So say, for example, we ask them to do something, then we'll also ask them to say why they think it's important that they did what they were asked to do, or anything that will help them to reflect on what they are doing or on what they did. This type of program also calls for a lot of alternative assessment. So it is not just the usual paper and pencil test, but other things like that are ingrained in project work, in teamwork, and so on. So we would want to, when we were developing the program, we had to look into what was called a youth culture. And we had an expert who in youth culture, and he was able to guide us as we developed the program, so that we were doing activities that the students would want to do, things that would excite them, things that would encourage them to want to learn and to work with their teammates. So that was important in the development of the program.